Sport media outlets all over the place already. You know, Super Bowl just passed on Sunday and everybody's already starting the mock drafts. Whole bunch of different outlets right now have us with our 22 overall first round pick. We're going to go through each and every single one of them coming up next right here on Hammers.House.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless, and I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive. Let it breathe. It feels like I've been buried.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Original House, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders content, live play-by-play, live streams, reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Before we go any further, let's do a quick roll call. Sinister Rain, Jason Thomas, Raider Cortez, Young DB. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, brother. Eagle Terry and Chaz, Chansworthy, God is in the building. Sarah, Navy Vet, Tony Delgado. What's up, guys? So, yeah, I said in the soft opening, OG, what's good? I said in the soft opening, you have a lot of these sports writers, a lot of these journalists out there already with their mock drafts. Todd Mcshea of ESPN has his. You have guys from NFL.com and a couple of others already with their projections for our first round pick. We're going to go right into it. Mike Mayock is in the building. How you doing? How's unemployment treating you? Ray Tricks, what's good, man? D-Buck, what's good? Let me pull this up. Give me 1 second, guys. And then I think two of the sites, I think it's ESPN and NFL.com, if I remember, they have a couple of rounds going past the first round as well. But seeing these names right now, I'm just like, this is kind of all over the place. I guess it's kind of where these guys are probably going to stand when it comes to us at 22. But yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ray Tricks is now is my son. I forgot. What up, Prez? Mason Blue, what's good? All right. So this was courtesy of Raiders.com earlier today. The mock draft tracker version 2.0 for this upcoming draft. Obviously, each week leading up to the draft, you're going to have all these outlets with their next mock draft, 1.0, 2.0, so on and so forth. We'll start right here with ESPN's Todd Mcshea and his draft board and his mock draft. He has us drafting Chris Olave, the receiver out of Ohio State. Per the analysts, per Todd Mcshea, this is a no-brainer. Olave is a polished route runner. He's fast with great explosion off the line. His ball skills are excellent, and his production speaks for itself. Olave found the end zone in 9 of 11 games last season. That was posted out there today. Now you have Chris Trapasso of CBS Sports with us picking Andrew Booth Jr., the cornerback out of Clemson. Booth is a big, bouncy cornerback with insane ball skills. Las Vegas has to prioritize its secondary in this draft. We've talked about this. Cornerback position is one of our top priorities alongside our defensive interior line, our linebackers, receivers as well. Wouldn't be a bad pickup, but is it what we need right away? Something to consider, something to think about. You have Brentley Wiseman of the Draft Network with his pick in the first round. Jordan Davis, the D lineman out of Georgia. Adding Jordan Davis would be a home run as it would solve a major need while also greatly improving their run defense. Davis's ability to two-gap and occupy space will allow the Raiders linebackers to roam more freely and also give their edge defenders more one-on-one opportunities. Big body on the interior. At times, he could be the one being double-teamed, not Max, not Yannick. Guys on the outside could feast. Another one that a lot of people, especially the Raider content creators, have talked about tremendously over the last few weeks. Definitely another one that I would be on board with. Ryan Wilson Jr. at CBS Sports. He's another one that says Andrew Booth Jr. out of Clemson. You have Danny Kelly from The Ringer with us picking. We're going the offensive line route here with Kenyon Green, the guard out of Texas A&M. Raiders fans might be bored with grabbing another offensive lineman in the first round this year, but Green is going to make Las Vegas's offense better from the get-go. With positional versatility to line up at either guard or tackle, Green will be a boon for quarterback Derek Carr, who showed in 2021 that he can pick apart a defense when you give him time. We've talked about Linderbaum. We've talked about Penning. I don't know where this guy fits here. I'm going to have to do some research on him. Chad Reuter of NFL.com has us taking Jameson Williams, the receiver out of Alabama. Williams is fresh off a torn ACL, but considering how quickly players come back from this injury, as well as this particular wideout's elite speed and playmaking ability, I suspect he won't make it past Vegas as long as he shows promising progress before the draft. So there you have it so far with majority of these mock drafts. I'm probably missing a shitload of people that are in here right now. I appreciate each and every single one of you coming on in. Let me go back through this real quick. D-Buck is in here. Grandizer, what's good? Yo. Hammer, Eric from SC Experience is live too. He may be finished in 15. We'll be back later. You want me to tell him to wrap up this show? He's been on for 40 minutes, bro. I never try to tell anybody to end their lives because of me. I ain't that important. He can do what he's doing. It's all good. OG Andy, what's good, man? Salute. AC Slater Raiders in here. Captain Raider Losa's in here. What's up? The more I watch Olave, the more I want to take him. He is nice. I've watched a lot of his tape. He is a solid receiver. I think he would, if he's there, if the opportunity presents itself, yes, try to take him. But all these other options that are out there now, including a corner in Andrew Booth, do we go the route necessarily of taking a cornerback in the first round? I did a mock draft earlier this morning. EJ, what's good? I did a mock draft this morning, and I ended up, I had Drake London first. I got Falele, the tackle out of Minnesota, in the second round. I got Brian Asamoah in the third round. I took tackle Kellen Dyche in the fourth round. Safety Sterling Weatherford out of Miami in the fifth. I then went the route of a center and Alec Lindstrom out of Boston College. And then I took the running back Max Borghi out of Washington State. So again, right now, everybody's doing these. We're seeing a lot of things that we like, but it's not like we're the GMs and they're necessarily going to happen. Shout out to my boy, the resident masshole. My blood work was still positive. My doctors gave me the green light to start treatment in Boston in 2 weeks to put this into remission for good. Thoughts, prayers, strength, faith are with you, brother. If you ever need anything, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Much love to you, bro. I hope you get better and kick this shit in the fucking ass. Bill Gates, who do you want in round one if one of the alpha dog receivers aren't there? Now who do you consider? I'm just throwing this out there. Do you consider John Dotson as an alpha dog? Because if one of the top names aren't up there, I think Dotson would be that option, but I don't think I would go with him in the first round. He'd probably take him in the second. If we're not able to get one of these big name receivers right now that everybody is heavy on, I would go the route of a defensive lineman or even a linebacker. Would you be mad at a Jameson Williams pick? I would be a little stunned, but again, and we've talked about this, I've said this in regards to sports science and how it's advanced tremendously over the last few years. An injury like an ACL injury isn't something like it once was. Like back in the day, an ACL injury, you were done for the season. It would take you like a year and a half to fully recover and come back. It's not like that anymore. You've seen guys that have come back after 6 months. Even an Achilles injury, Cam Akers had a really bad Achilles injury early in the season. Played in the Super Bowl. Like, again, the advance in medical and sports science is just insane at this point. So, you never know. I would kind of be surprised, but then again, if they see something and if they see the progress and the recovery is good, then take the chance. But I'm not sure. Yo, Hammer, I just saw a stupid thing in Las Vegas CBS Sports as Carson Wentz to the Raiders. Such a bogus report. You know how that clickbait goes, Sean. You know exactly how that clickbait goes, and I don't buy into a lot of that shit. Hammer, is Carr going to get his extension? I've heard that he wants much money. The reports are out there now, $35 to $40 million, which I said it a couple of days ago that I wouldn't be too thrilled if that was the type of money he was asking for, especially if he is trying to get Devontae Adams here. We have to wait and see. It's really not bad from the standpoint that Kyler Murray is out there already talking that he wants like $45 million a year. And you're going to see these other quarterbacks, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, they're going to be asking in excesses of $50 to $55 million a year. So I think it's reasonable at this point. We just have to see how the language in this contract, how the money is going to fit in this contract in a specific way. If they're going to backload it, if they're going to try to restructure it in a way where it's going to make sense and we have more cap space down the road. It's all up to the front office, Carr, and his agents at this point in time, but nothing is official yet. I've heard about him. Don't know too much. I would have to do a little research on that. Would I be mad if I had a bottle of Jameson and ginger ale and lime? No. Why? Why? Christian Watson on the second or third. A lot of people have mentioned Christian Watson. I think he's another one that he could be here. He could not be. Hammer, the Patriots have always believed in freaks. D-tackle Jordan Davis is a genetic freak. You can't coach that. Thoughts. I like a guy, pause. A defensive tackle with size like that could be a problem. And it's something that you just can't coach. He would definitely be a good fit. I like that some of these writers do have him coming to us in the first round. Again, he's somebody that these interior offensive linemen will try to double team. That'll leave one-on-one opportunities for Yannick and Max on the edge, and those guys are going to be able to feast a lot more than they did this past year. I literally just unfollowed that CBS Sports crap because of that post. There you go. There you go. I keep telling you guys, man, media likes to twist shit around. They love to create their clickbait and cause mass hysteria amongst Raider Nation for whatever reason. You guys know who to come to, who to read on, and who to listen to when it comes to news, when it comes to thoughts and opinions on the Raiders. Leave those other top tier reporters the fuck alone because they don't know what they're talking about half the fucking time. EC, let me read this. Raymond is 6'6", 320-ish, but has only played OT for 2 seasons. From Germany, played tight end his first 2 seasons at center. Shows how good he is. Thought he's rated so high after 2 years at OT. I'm still kind of on the fence about this because I would love to see us sign a right tackle in free agency. If we end up getting another offensive lineman, they'll probably be a backup or somebody that, Carmen Brasillo has developed some linemen, so I can't even say that anymore. We saw what he did with the Patriots offensive line, so it's up in the air right now in regards to, do you want to attempt to develop a tackle fresh out of the draft? Bobby V, what's good, man? Sean, nothing but clickbait. Even saying it makes people open browsers and Google it. I want that kid from Minnesota, Falele. That kid's yeah. I just mentioned I actually did a mock draft this morning. I was able to get him in the second round as my tackle. The first pick I got, go figure, I got Drake London in the first round of that draft I did this morning. I got Asamoah at linebacker in the third. I took another tackle in Kellen Dyche at Arizona State. Sterling Weatherford, the safety out of Miami, Ohio. Center Alec Lindstrom out of Boston College. And then I went the route of a running back just because we only have right now, you have Regis on the practice squad. We only have Drake and Jacobs, and we still are uncertain about Drake right now. So that was what the mock draft I did this morning, and I was very happy. When I finished, I looked at it. I was like, that's insane, but this would be a really good graded draft class if we were to get guys like that. So I was happy to be able to see that, as opposed to some of these other drafts I've done, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Why isn't this one not here now? I really like that kid out of UConn. He was pretty much the only thing that stood out for UConn's football program, because their program is really ass. He's another one I would consider as well, though, that defensive lineman. Bobby V, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for the support, man. Much appreciated. For those that are in here for the first time, do not let it be your last. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. If you guys want to support me and support the channel, the link is at the very top for the membership programs. And in the description, we have new merch. If you guys are, well, obviously you guys are looking now. I don't know why the hell I even remotely was about to say that. Top right corner, we have the new logo, courtesy of my son, Prez. We already put the shirts out on Bonfire. We have that shirt. We have the original Hammers.House logo. We have the picture that Lord did for me. And we have the 2021 Fuck Your Adversity shirts as well. So, guys, definitely check those shirts out. For those that are members of my channel, the Shields Up members, you guys are eligible every month for the Hammers.House merch giveaway. So throw your name in the wheel. Whoever it lands on, you win merch of your choosing. So you could always do the shirts. If you win, you could choose one of those shirts as well, most definitely. Dirty Eric, what's good, brother? What's good? Most of these beat reporters that are on Twitter are clickbait shit. That's a fact. Raider Ruckus was good. Like, there's certain ones I just can't stand to read anymore. Vic Taffer is definitely one of those. I cannot stand to read his bullshit anymore. It just becomes super obnoxious and irrelevant at times. And it's just like, dude, like, who's paying you to talk this shit? Like, who's paying you to make up a whole bunch of this bullshit? Yo, I'm loving this new fitted, by the way. It's another to the collection. I'm loving this shit. Let's see this real quick. Just got a message. Was it just a picture? Yeah. Violator. Shout out to Violator, y'all. Shout out to Violator. 73 and watching and only 33 likes. Don't be a bendejo. Hit the like button. Let them know, OG. What's good, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Black and gray out. I can't read Taffer either. He never knows what he's talking about. Talk that shit. It's really, really getting old. I tried messing around with Streamlabs this morning, and then I looked at the actual configurations on this computer. And yeah, we're not using Streamlabs until we upgrade to the Pro. This is dog shit for me to even try to use that. So for the time being, we will be on Streamlabs. I think I'm going to start changing up some things a little bit in regards to some of the shows that we're going to do moving forward. I think I'm going to do the fan shows. I'll designate them for either one Talk That Shit Tuesday or Fan Friday, but I think I'm only going to do the fan ones once a week. And from here on out, we're going to do it designated specifically for the members only. I kind of saw a difference the other day when I was doing a live by myself, and it seems like you guys are a lot more tuned in when it's just me on here, being able to bring you guys relevant Raiders news and stuff to talk about in regards to the Raiders and Raider Nation. So I think I'm going to start doing a lot more of the solo shows, most definitely. And like I said, probably once a week we'll do a fan show where it's going to be members only moving forward. G-Town, appreciate you. I was looking for this everywhere. It was sold out everywhere, and then found a website that had it. I was lucky to get this shit, man. I love this fucking hat, though. This hat is fire. I might have to make one like this and put my logo in it. That shit would be dope. Bro, the national media just likes to push certain fan bases buttons. Don't listen to those idiots. That's a fact. Any chance we draft 2 receivers in the first and second round? That would be overkill, and I think that our fan base, I think that we would eviscerate the front office and be on some here we fucking go. Like, no, I don't want to see that either. I don't think a lot of the other creators are gonna want to see shit like that. You know what? Docs is in here right now, so he can answer this question in the chat. Docs, any chance we draft 2 receivers in round 1 and round 2? Let's hear your thoughts on that, bro. Can you do it in the afternoon when you're off work so people like me can join your live? Chaz, yes, we can do that. And by the way, shout out to Big Bro. He's doing his fan show tonight. If you guys are members, he will have you pull up. But if you're not a member, I don't know what you guys are doing yet. Big Bro is 13,000. Click his link. Join, most definitely. You guys will always be in for an amazing show when Docs pulls up. I myself will be on tonight. I will pull up at some point tonight during his live as well. Always got to hang out. Always got to support the Big Bro. So we'll definitely have a lot to talk about tonight. And we'll also be talking about this. This awesome idea that he's in the works right now with this flag football game that we're going to have while we're all in Vegas for the draft. It's definitely going to be an epic week, and being able to doing this is something I love, but being able to touch the field again and play football again is even better. So this is, I cannot wait for April 27th, April 28th to happen, to be out there with all these guys and having a great time. It's going to be sick. I'm going to join so I can talk shit with Big Bro. Appreciate you. Shit. Hold up. Let me block this one. Yeah. It is more enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. The multiple people on the show are great too until people start talking over each other. Debug, and that's exactly what it is. It becomes unorganized chaos. I make this promise to myself where I'm only going to limit, and then it gets out of control. And I want to be able for you guys to hear me and hear exactly everything that comes out of my mouth, everything that we're talking about, and making sure that everything is concise and clear in regards to my views, my opinions, and everything. There will be times where I have the regular content creators that I have pull up where we can talk about current state of the Raiders, current news that's going on. People like Wasted, another one who is just booming out of the gates right now. He's already, I think, over 2,200 subs. He's one. We're on the East Coast together, so he's definitely somebody I'm going to have on quite often. We'll definitely go back and forth about shit. Docs is always more than welcome. He's had the keys to this house for a long time. He can pull up anytime he wants. That's Big Bro, and absolutely love when we're on together. And I know a lot of you guys have asked for us to do some stuff on a regular, and we eventually will. We'll talk about it. Our schedules have been crazy. My schedule has kind of been all over the place with everything going on, but we will have people in here that come on, but we're not going to have the out of control, unorganized chaos no more. Don't mind me on the phone with a realtor in Arizona. I hope we draft Kenny Pickett. Mike, I'm going to kick you. You don't even work for this team anymore. Shut up. Cool, Kev. I can still move, bro. I can move. I can run. I could still catch. I already told him receiver and linebacker for me, and that's it. Put me at outside linebacker. Cover the flats. Cover hook to curl. If I got to play man, I'll play man. You're not smoking me though. Oh, sorry. You can just mute. Yeah, I wish I wish there was a button. There probably is, and I haven't discovered it yet to mute everybody at once. But Valerie Lopez was good. AZ is in the building. People should always mute themselves and use push to talk. You're right, but it is what it is, man. Aurelius Snow, y'all also get those cats who just sit there and add nothing to the conversation, taking up a spot. That is very, very true. And that kind of, it does agitate me a little bit because I try to make this so interactive and so about you guys. I want you guys to be involved, but like even that, like people just sitting there like, Like, yay, I'm on YouTube. I want you guys to feel involved. You guys are always involved in the chat because I try to touch on every single person that talks in the chat. But I want it to be a little bit organized moving forward. The Falcons have released Dante Fowler. What do you think about us bringing him in? His production has been down the past few years. Mike, then I would have to say no on that then. If we need people now that come in here with a winning mentality that are just on board for what we're trying to do here at this point in time. And if somebody like Dexter Fowler is on a downside, I don't want that. Like, we see what we've had, and I'm not trying to sound like a dick right now about this. Like, we see what we've had with Corey Littleton since he's been here. Now, granted, Corey Littleton thrived in the 3-4 with the Rams. Absolutely. He was feasting like a motherfucker under Wade Phillips in that 3-4 defense. He came here. He can't cover linebackers coming out of the backfield on his side. And that's whether it being a run or a pass. Dude was getting jammed up and put on his ass. He just was not what he once was playing out of that 3-4. I would not take a chance on another person where they've been on a downside. I wouldn't take that chance right now. Mike, that's why you got fired. Oh, my God. Raider Ray, what's good? I told Ducks to put me at right tackle. Jose, what's up, brother? I saw that. He said you could play better than Brandon Parker. You're 6'6". You're a tree, bro. One of my best friends since I was in diapers is 6'6", man. That dude, oh, my goodness. No refs, no fouls. Oh, Lord, here we go. 2 to 3 people max, Hammer. You know what? We'll keep it that way then. We'll keep it that way. I have 3 on the panel, including myself. That makes 4. We could do it like that as long as people are doing it the right way. I have that bad habit of just sitting there quietly. Oh, gee, I can't with you. Rated Godzilla, appreciate you being in here. Don't let it be your last. Absolutely hit that sub button, dude, and break that thumb, which means hit the like button, just in case. I don't mean to purposely break your thumb, but yeah. Bourbon, what's good, man? I admit I did it last night. Dirty and I owe him an apology. I was a little tipsy and talking over people. Yeah, I get it. Ricardo, what's good, man? What's good? I just wanted to come on here and talk about what Raiders.com had in regards to all these writers, all these analysts so far with who they're predicting us or projecting us to draft. But there is a little bit more to this because I did say, I believe it's ESPN and NFL.com that actually extended their drafts a little bit. Whenever there's more than 3, nobody pays attention to the comments on here. Ricardo, I'm not that person. I pay attention to each and every single one of y'all. Even when I have to try to catch up to you guys in the chat, I try to make sure that everybody is accounted for, that I don't miss anybody. And if I do, I sincerely apologize for that. Joe, what is up? See, like this. Wi-Fi Willie does the same stuff with clickbait. Plus, he's a car. Oh, don't do that. Aaron, the one thing I don't do in here, and a lot of my people in this chat right here, you guys are my family, you know. I don't like, one, if it's a Raider content creator that I don't know, or even if I do know them, we don't do that in here. Just for me, I respect each and every single one of these Raider content creators, even if I've corresponded with them or not. They have their way of doing things. I have my way of doing mine, but I respect each and every single one of them. This shit is a tight-knit family, especially for some of those that I could even call my brothers at this point. So please, please, please. I know you're being funny about it, but like for those that are in here, if you're not used to it, yeah, we don't do that too much, man. Too late, Hammer. He pulled a Ronnie Lott on that thumb. Oh my God. Little may come alive in the 3-4 defense. Reggie, I absolutely believe he will now. But it again, and people have tried to jump on me about this, it is not just a 3-4 defense that we're going to be running out of. It's a multiple defense that Patrick Graham likes to do. It's by personnel on the offensive side of the ball. It's situational football. It's down and distance. He's going to put these guys at their strengths at their strengths as much as possible. Some of these guys are going to have to learn new things or things they probably haven't done since they were in high school. So definitely, I think it will benefit Littleton a lot this year. Littleton a lot. That was pretty good. If you like, if not, hit that thumbs down. Oh, Jesus. Tired of the bullshit articles, no sources, just constant flapping lips. Yep. John Gruden, go fly a kite somewhere. AC, what's up, man? Appreciate you. I think you meant trash. I'm trying to read that the right way. Yeah, don't trash other content. There you go. Manuel, hola. What up? What up? You see me on there last night, Bourbon. Oh, Lord. Was it that bad? This is my first time in here. Graph pretty good with comments, so look forward to your stuff, bro. Definitely appreciate you. If you ever want to look back at the stuff, a lot of the stuff is in my Raiders News playlist. Check it out. We always have a great time in here. We've done a couple of interviews recently. I was fortunate enough to have Mitchell Renz on here this past weekend. The weekend before that, or it might have been 2 weeks prior to that. I think it was 2 weeks prior to that. I was fortunate enough to do a roundtable with the OGs of the Black Hole. So Violator, Captain Jack Rackham, and OG Daniel were all in. That was definitely an epic live we did. I actually think, if I remember correctly, I made that my main video now for those that come on to the page. That'll be the video at the very top. Then I had my little cousins, 2 nationally ranked middle schoolers right now, but they are top prospects at their respective positions at quarterback and receiver. Shout out to them. Kingston, Christian, love you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Keep your head in the books and keep grinding on that field as well. I agree with muting until you ask a question to them. I know when I go on, I try not to cut people off, but then you look like you're not talking. Yep. Trash OG, that guy's a jackass. You're such a fool, dude. Graham ran 3-4, 18% of the time. Ran 5-2 is Yep. I used to be all for Jordan Davis for the 3-4, but now I think I'm switching. I'm very high on Travis Jones, and Travis Jones is a guy that we could potentially get in the 2nd or 3rd round. So he's definitely a guy I'm on board for if we decide not to go Jordan Davis in the 1st round, most definitely. Bleacher Report have ranked us 13 past Super Bowls. Thoughts? Chargers are 9 and Chiefs are 2nd. Again, it's Bleacher Report. They're another bunch of asshats that I just don't like to listen to their bullshit. Raider Godzilla question, Hammer, you think Raiders move out 1st round and pick up more picks? Just wondering. I don't think so, especially for the simple fact that you have this new regime. You have a new head coach. The draft is in your backyard. I don't think you do that. I don't think it's a smart move right now. I did tinker with something the other day in regards to moving up in the draft, but moving up in the 2nd round, and it worked. And I think I took like the 30, it would have been like the 37th overall from the Texans for a pick. I forgot what pick it was, but it actually worked out. And I wish I had saved that draft, but I think something happened with it where I had to back out or whatever. But the way it was going the first 2 rounds, it was actually kind of solid, but I can't even remember what it was now. If Derek wants 40, do we tell him to kick rocks? If Derek asks for 40, I'm hoping that it's just a 2-year extension and they figure out a way to work the language in that contract where it benefits this team as well in regards to salary cap space. We have to wait and see. TFG, if the Raiders fail in Vegas, do you think they would have to move? Do you think they would move back to Oakland? Look, we've only been in Vegas now for 2 years. We were there when COVID hit. We had no fans. We also had Gruden here for majority of the time we've been here. I've said this before on a couple of lives. Professional sports in Vegas is on the rise. You have the Las Vegas Aces. You have the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who were short of winning a Stanley Cup in their inaugural year. We made the playoffs this year. can't say this was an unsuccessful season, especially with everything that this team went through, from Gruden to Ruggs to Arnett to a whole bunch of different season-ending injuries one way or another, to Hobbs getting involved in his shit. I made the shirt for a reason, y'all. We made it to the playoffs. Raiders 2021 season, fuck your adversity. Everything that was thrown in front of us, we overcame that shit and still made it to the playoffs. So I don't think that there's any chance that we move back to Oakland. If DC wants $40 million a year, we play him next year, then let him walk after. Good. Do you think this opens up Pandora's box to the talks of trading him now? Because that's another thing to take into consideration. You have all these other quarterbacks that potentially want out of their respective teams. Wilson wants out. Apparently, there's reports that Rodgers could be going back to Green Bay, but I won't hold my breath on that. It's a very, very tough call right now, because I've said what I've said about that contract, and I said before the report, like even before the reports came out that they were talking extension, I said 25 to 30 would be taking the friendly discount and trying to get your best friend over here, but I don't know at this point. Hammer, I'm excited about the possibilities of our growth with our new defense. Finally, we could play our best players at their strengths. Talk that shit. Wyatt is another one that I'm high on right now. Most definitely. I have not. I want to. I will find a way to watch it very, very soon. I heard good things about it. With changing coverages to fit what our opponents are doing, how do you think we will do against a hurry-up offense? You're going to have the guys with the motors that are going to have to be out there then. You're going to have guys on that defensive line with high motors that are going to be able to do their job out there if they're out there on a hurry up. Or they will have a specific set when they kind of start to see, because again, it's situational. So you look at the drive or see how much time is on the clock and see who's ahead and who's not, and you'll determine what exactly it is, what personnel you're going to need right now for that particular situation, and have guys in a specific, have a situational depth pieces at defense for situations like that. I don't know why I just almost had a brain fart on that. I hope we trade back. Hella good picks in the second. I think we try to move up in the second round the way we did last year and in the way we got Merrick. It just has to be the right thing for us to offer to a team. ESPN and Bleacher have always had hate for the Raiders. ESPN saying Raiders front office top 3 in league, which can't believe yeah. Again, sometimes they just have to eat their own shit and deal with it. Depending on how the draft goes, I wouldn't be shocked if we go receiver in the first round. Nick, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. It depends on what receivers are available at 22. Relius said Mitchell Renstock, Greg Papa is Rich Bisaccia. Stop it. Stop it. Raider Nation. Yo, gods need a smaller Adam's apple. His voice sounds like the Flowmaster in my car. Oh my God. Nelly's still under contract with the Patriots, and I do not see him coming back here. Jacoby Myers, I've already said, is a hard pass due to the fact that he only caught 69.5% of his targets last year. Nah, I'm good. Those two guys I do not want here. Hammer, what do you and at the same time, Aguilar left a bad taste in Raider Nation's mouth with the shit that he came and said after that loss to the Dolphins, that we're all losers and this, that, and the third. Nah, you can stay in New England. We don't need that bullshit. We don't want you back. Hammer, what do you think we do with our current linebackers since the defense looks to be needing better ones? Draft and free agent ideas. Draft, I really haven't thought about linebackers not draft. I'm sorry. Free agency, I really haven't thought about linebackers that much. I've thought about linebackers in the draft, including Asmoa, and there's a couple of others as well that a couple of these other guys have mentioned. But Asamoah is one of the big guys that I want. Chanel's another one. But it would definitely be the draft. It would not be free agency for me. Raiders are successful already in Vegas. Thank you, Rich. I think Wyatt has more upside than Davis. Davis is a beast, but he has hit. I think the kid out of UConn is going to be that guy. Jones, I think he's going to be the guy for us if we were to go that route. Vegas, our new home, period. We ain't leaving. Talk that shit, JoJo. Raiders aren't going back. I'm definitely far, far behind in this chat right now. I already see this shit if I'm still reading stuff that I talked about a while ago. When does free agency start? Free agency starts March 14th. The draft is April 28th. And who do you think we pick up? We've had the talks about receivers. We've had our talks about offensive linemen that would be really good pieces here. I did mention also bringing in a backup quarterback because right now we don't have a backup quarterback. Jacoby Brissett is my number one right now. Ryan Fitzpatrick is up there. Brian Hoyer's up there. Colt McCoy, Chase McDaniel. Those are guys that I would like to see come in as potential backups to Derek Carr. Running backs, I can't even give one right now. The one person I did suggest after seeing him in the Super Bowl is a hard pass, and that's Sony Michel. I do not want him here. Receivers, Devontae Adams, Allen Robinson, Odell Beckham. I know he tore his ACL in the Super Bowl. If you guys haven't, change.org, flip the turf. We trying to get everybody to sign that petition so the 17 teams that have turf fields will be bye-bye, and they all have natural grass to be playing on because, again, I've dealt with it with torn hamstrings and torn ligaments in my foot playing on turf. That shit is not fair, especially for non-contact injuries. Like, their careers could be ending as a result of this. This is the same ACL that Beckham tore last year, go figure, against the Bengals. They got to do away with the turf, yo. So change.org/flip the turf. Definitely put in for that petition to get these fields all natural grass. Kyler Murray's asking for $45 million right now. It's a lot more than what Carr is asking for. And again, Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow are going to be asking for the ballpark of 50 to 55 million a year once they get to their next contracts or start looking for an extension. I don't want Kyler Murray here, though. Jay Love, what's good, man? What's good? Here's the thing that we could sign DC for $35 million a year for years and pay him millions for the first. You could front load or back load. Again, it doesn't start until next year. I'm almost positive because we've been talking about it the other day. I could have sworn it was the 16th, but I guess it's the 14th. You're right, March 16th. So we get not even going to go that. Free agency starts the 16th. The 14th is the male version of Valentine's Day. So make sure your ladies take care of you. March 14th is Steak and BJ Day, and then March 16th starts the new league year and free agency. What if this $40 million deal is all part of a sign and trade from another team with Carr? That would be some really interesting shit if that happened, because then we'd probably have to eat half of that contract, which I'm not on board for. A lot of people are reporting it right now, OG. It could be speculation. It could be people trying to fucking just move the needle on this shit. I don't know. Hey, him $22 million for years and pay him the other $2 on the back end. So I like that. Have you seen Christian Watson from North Dakota State, 6'4", 200 wide receiver with hands and speed? Yes, he's another guy that we've been talking about a lot recently. Jesse, what's good? Who has the biggest weight on choosing a player on the draft? It's ultimately a collaboration. If you guys have watched drafts in the past, they're all in a room sitting there trying to figure out what the next move is and what's going to best fit this team. And you pretty much have minds in there right now that are all on the same page. So I truly do feel that when these guys are in the war room this coming April, that they're all going to have the same consensus when it comes to making the picks moving forward in the draft and moving forward for this organization. If you're talking about Stephon Gilmore, no, I'd rather get J.C. Jackson on a 4-year, roughly $45 to $58 million deal. I would absolutely lose my fucking mind, especially knowing that I'm going to be there live. I would lose my shit. Linebackers and free agency is kind of weak. Maybe a couple of cheap veterans. Do we know what the deal? Please, somebody find this for me right now. Do we know if Kyle Van Noy is going to, if he's a free agent this offseason? Who would you prefer to become a Raider, DK Metcalf or Allen Robinson? I like DK Metcalf. Dude is a speed beast. He's definitely a wideout that could open up the offense more for the other weapons that we have. I would like to have him over Allen Robinson. Jake Sanborn from Wisconsin is a mid-round guy to look at. I'll take a look at him. Raider to face, what up? 619 in the building. What's good? I could see Jabril Peppers being signed. Imagine Jabril Peppers and Merrick. That would be some scary shit. Hammer, we need to hit on every draft pick. If we do, we'll win the AFC with a bye and a Super Bowl. Raider Godzilla, talk that shit. You're absolutely right now. If Gilmore comes, I don't think you're going to get what you want. I think he's on over-the-hill mercenary that won't perform to his name. I feel the same exact way. There was a reason that the Patriots traded him for that draft pick to Carolina. I don't think he would fit here. We don't need Devontae Adams for $27.5 million. Robinson and Kirk could cost us $25. Okay. I like Kirk. Robinson, I've seen him, but is he that guy for us? That's what it is. 100% indoor fields, can't have regular grass. That's false. What about us? Have you seen how they push the grass out? They can do it. And if everybody is like, you have a shitload of players that have put this in their tweets throughout this week after seeing what happened to Beckham at the Super Bowl. They can do it. And they have the money to do it. Put the link in the chat. You're talking about the link for change? Give me one sec. Let me fucking find it. They're trying to get to 15,000. They're already at 10,154. I'm putting this link up right now, guys. Yeah, okay, Cane Town, you're bugging. That's a reach. That's not even a reach. That's just terrible. That's a terrible front office. You'd be fired the second that you make that pick. Much respect to you for pushing the movement. Non-contact injuries are the worst. Bro, I'm totally on board with this. After I saw the tweets and saw the article, I was like, I am fully on board just because firsthand of what I've dealt with. Torn my hamstrings. I think it was a total of 4 times, and I actually tore both of them at the same time before on turf. No, I'm done. I keep meaning to ask Docs, like, dude, are we playing on grass? Please tell me we're playing on grass. I'm still trying to catch up with you guys in the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Car extension, if he does $35 million, then can stretch it to with current deal, and bonuses can save us $20 million. There you go. Hammer ain't playing about his steak and head day. Nah, none of y'all should. The hell. Raider Casper was good. Aaron, $40 million is respectable for him to ask for. It'll go down, but I respect him for asking high. It's still a business. You're absolutely right. Juju is a number. No, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. We don't need that asshole coming here and tick-tocking on the fucking 50 here and causing a whole bunch of problems. He's another diva. I'd rather take Washington from Pittsburgh over Juju. I'm sorry, but nah, I'm good. The contract would start this year. They're doing it for cap space without using June 1st to sign players. I would think the contract would kick in next year, though, because he's still under contract at 19.1, unless they just add this on top of this year's contract and give him another 2 years on top of that. I can't with y'all. Kyle Van Noy, unrestricted free agents want fuck. Yo, I was high on Kyle Van Noy when he became a free agent a few years ago, and we didn't take the chance to sign him. He went to the Dolphins, didn't pan out in Miami. He went right back to New England. Like, I wish we would have had the opportunity to have Kyle Van Noy. That dude is a fucking beast. JC Jackson isn't signing a $45 million deal. He's looking for $100 million. He is not getting $100 million. I don't know what the hell he's smoking. And if somebody's dumb enough to spend that type of money, then more power to you. K-Town, I agree. I don't know why people think Jackson getting 10 to 12 million. He's getting 18 plus. I'm thinking he's getting 15. I'm thinking roughly 15. And I've said it before. If it's a 4-year, $58 million deal, I don't see why you don't take it. Thank you guys in the chat. 40 million is a joke. Just trade him. Here we go. Here we go. The state. They better figure something out, man. Raider takeover. What's good? They better figure something out because it's getting old with seeing all these injuries. Chat. There's the link right there if you guys want to sign that petition. The goal was 15,000. They're already roughly more than half of that. If you can grow weed in your basement, you can go grass in a dome. Jack Cone. Yo, look, Cone is a Long Island native, but nah. I really enjoyed watching him when he played at Wisconsin. He transferred to Notre Dame and looked like straight dog shit. Sebastian, what's good, brother? We need to get rid of turf. Guys, the link is up there. Click the link and sign the petition. We do play on grass, but the 17 other teams do not. If you can grow weed in a closet, you sure as shit can grow some grass in the stadium. If you're talking about our flag game, we're going to have to talk to Docs. Most likely, it's going to be 18 plus. Most likely. I really can't stop looking at this hat. I fucking love this fitted right now. And I got 3 more on the way. Shout out to my boy, Jose Ortega, one of my loyal subs. He sent me 2 that I was really looking to get. And then he added another one. It's white. He's like, I know you don't want to wear white. I was like, fuck it. I'll wear it. On an actual day where it's clear and I know I'm not gonna rain, I'll wear the white fitted with a white tee, which I almost never wear, and have some fun. Don't Arizona have some type of field that we have? I believe Arizona does. If I remember correctly, I believe the giant toaster in the desert does. Again, I'm trying to catch up to you guys. Do you think we should trade for Marcus Peters? He is not a name that has even been remotely linked, mentioned, tied to us at all. So I don't know. I think it's going to be best that we try to draft a corner of the future. We know Casey ain't coming back. Hammer, I hate these internet trolls, divided people. I'm good, bro. I'm good. JC going to get 18, I think. Sign him on an 18 a year. You're going to do 3 years, 64 million? 3 years, 64 million for JC? Why not? It's not bad. Shit, I even got fucking donations in here that I'm catching up to. Let me hit on Los's first, and then I'm gonna. Damn, there's another donation. Shit. See, I'm really struggling to keep up with you guys right now. I don't think people understand there's a difference between cash value and salary cap hit. Carr could make $40 million and will not affect the cap at $40 million. There you go. Pharaoh, thank you so much for the donation. Ziegler and McDaniels have a plan. Trust the process. Don't say trust the process. This ain't Philly, bro. I don't know why Philly trusted that process, but yeah, please don't say that. We're the Raiders. We're not the Sixers. But thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Sebastian, appreciate you, man. Thank you. For $40 million a year, I'd play on broken glass. Oh, my God. I can't. I wish we could use Kuntz more often. We watched him play live and in college. You could tell he was a beast. Ricky, we could probably even put him on the interior in that 3-4. I think, look, Gus Bradley's not here anymore. Patrick Graham, Antonio Pierce, Rob Ryan, they're all going to sit there and look at film and see what went wrong, what can be fixed, and figure out where to put these pieces in the right places to succeed. We're not going to be sitting here in a stagnant fucking defensive set all the fucking time, running cover 3, watching our guys get cooked. Those days are fucking over, man. Good luck to Gus Bradley in fucking Indy. Let me know that shit works out for you. How would you feel if you woke up tomorrow and found out the Raiders re-signed Trent Brown? I would probably scream fuck at the top of my lungs and probably really come on here and really go on a rant. It's not called restructure, though. That's what we did with Littleton. Mex Raider, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you so much. Y'all hold on. Yo, I'm really trying to catch up, and shit is just really getting by me right now. Hammer, what about Orlando Brown, the tackle from KC? I don't want a lineman associated with KC. Their offensive line was not that great this year. Would you bring back Peterson? No. At this point, I'm sorry, but no. Like I said, Jacoby Brissett, he's familiar with the system. Brian Hoyer is familiar with the system. I would take guys like that as a backup, then consider other people that if they didn't come, Fitzpatrick, Colt McCoy, Chase Daniels, guys like that. Maybe even Mitchell Trubisky, I would take a chance, but he's probably the last person I have on that list. He going to smash a 3-4 and 5-2 shell. There you go. Von Miller and Orlando Brown. Von Miller, I don't know what his deal is right now. Y'all farther behind than Hammer is on the chat. Thanks. Raid broke it down in someone's comments. If we do extend him, he wouldn't even be a top 10 highest paid, which is a fact. I looked at who the top 10 would be. Raid has to explain it, but if we do extend him, we would be cool. Yep. Shout out to Raid the Tape, by the way. Another genius with his content. Much love, much respect to you, brother. Another one. I can't wait to hang with you in Vegas. My opinion for Carr, I feel like a 3-year starting this year, $35 million a year, $30 million fully guaranteed roster bonus, then only $25 million against the cap for 45 roster, $40 million a year, win-win. Something to think about. Teams would have to redesign their stadiums to accommodate grass. Better off building than retrofitting, just saying. Okay. All depends on how front office is. If yes, they sign DC, Adams, JC, and let's roll into the Super Bowl for this year and next in Vegas. Talk that shit. Jay Wright Raider on Brown comment. Snoop a loop. What up, Snoops? Hit the likes and sub button. Let them know. Would you consider Sam Darnold from the Carolina Panthers? Another one I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. He fucking sucks. He is trash. I do not want him anywhere near the Vegas Strip, let alone this organization. Hi, Key. Ladies and gentlemen, Key in the building. Make sure to check out her channel on YouTube. Key in the building, covering all Philly sports. She must have heard me say that this is not Philly when they said trust the process, but she does the Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers. So if you guys are in the Philly area and fans of all the teams other than the Eagles, definitely check her out. Great content. And also my brother, I don't think he's in here, but shout out to him as well. The Snake Sports Talk Show on YouTube. He's got the Las Vegas Golden Knights. He's got the Chargers, unfortunately, and the Oakland A's. So definitely check them out on YouTube and on IG as well. You guys should just play flag football in the mud. I'm not playing flag football in the mud. Fuck that. A lot of us are going to be out there. So, yeah, absolutely. We're definitely looking forward to it. I think that's the thing that I'm going to have to take in and enjoy more than anything else is meeting a lot of you guys out there. I definitely think it's definitely going to be an experience I won't be able to forget. And again, it's going to be my first time in Vegas. So definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to meeting you guys out there as well. Instead of breaking the bank for Adams, why not get Cooks and Robinson? That's like 25 to 25 mil for both, maybe even cheaper. Mex, I've talked about getting Brandon Cooks. I've said it over and over and over again from last week. Dude is a consistent when he's on the field. a consistent 1,000-yard receiver with no less than 5 touchdowns a year. He's already familiar with Josh McDaniels' offense. I would love to have him here. If that means we end up signing somebody like Allen Robinson or even trying to, well, that would be 2 trades. So no, getting somebody like Allen Robinson or even getting DJ Chark and having Chark and Cooks, I'm all for it. I'm for sure going to the draft. Honestly, I'm not going to Vegas for the draft. I'm only going. Feel like Mullen gave up on the team. Let him go. I was watching him. He was on a boat a couple of weeks ago with his little thoughts, just having a great time. Like, people are roasting him in there. Like, yo, why don't you focus on not getting smoked anymore and shit? Greg Olson interviewing for the Rams for OC. Damn, Stafford. You just won a Super Bowl, and now you're about to go back to shit. What do you think about Pierce, our linebacker coach? So I touched on it the other day, and I will touch on it again right now. I am familiar with Pierce as I'm from the New York area. Pierce was an undrafted free agent in 2001. He spent 4 years with Washington, then went to the Giants, became a captain, won a Super Bowl, was a Pro Bowler in 2006. He transitioned from the NFL to being an analyst for ESPN for a short period of time, was a head coach at Long Beach Poly in Cali, then went to Arizona State, ultimately became a defensive coordinator. Some type of recruiting allegations popped up. He resigned. He was a solid linebacker in the league. I think he will make for a solid coach in the league. I just hope none of that shit catches up to him or this organization moving forward. I'm happy for the hire, and Rob Ryan I'm absolutely happy for, because a lot of you heard me talk about this way before we were in a coaching search. I said either Rex or Rob, bring one of them here, and Rob is here. So I'm extremely happy about that. Could we get Cooks for a 3rd-round pick? We could potentially get Cooks for a 3rd-round pick, yes. Hammer, I would like to say thank you for answering my questions. I'm hoping to become a Raider content creator soon, and I hope I'll have your support. You could ask anybody from the time that I've really started grinding this out that started to be content creators how I am with that. I'm paying it forward. If anybody wants to get into this and they need any help, they have any questions, any concerns, I got you most definitely. I got Hammer getting the first touchdown. Yeah, they're already saying that I'm not ready in this, that, and the third. But look, I've stated my height. I've stated my weight. I grew up, though, playing a receiver. I can still move, and I got hands. So don't be surprised if I catch somebody on a China route and shake them out their cleats. I want to know how the Cowboys aren't in trouble for the lawsuit they just settled. I'm not familiar with it, and it's not us, so it's not our problem. What about Brandon Cooks and Jarvis Landry? Landry's another one that's up there right now that we're considering. We've talked about it, and I'm thinking about it. He's kind of a guy now that I'm like, obviously in Cleveland didn't pan out just like it didn't for OBJ. I think Landry would be good here, though. I'm only going to the draft to meet Andy Hammer, Dirty Docs, Wasted Samoan, to be honest. Appreciate you, Max. Definitely appreciate you. Buddha, what's good? Cooks and Chark would solve a lot of problems. Talk that shit, Steve. Again, you know how this goes, and fucking Goodell is Jerry Jones's bitch. Yeah, I said it. That's a hot take. I said it. Goodell is Jerry Jones's bitch and a couple of the other owners in the league. So it doesn't surprise me. Hammer, put your good morning hat on. Put your GM hat on and tell Derek Carr $31 million with no trade clause. Talk that shit. Yeah, he ain't listening to me. Or we can do Chark and Robinson. Yeah, the possibilities are out there. Matt McGloin, hell no. I ain't down with AP. When he was, yeah, I saw that today, and all I could do was laugh when I saw the comment on IG. You know what? Guess what? He came to the dark side. So welcome to the black hole, bro. Only hire I don't like so far is McMahon. Hey, just leave it alone. He didn't really have the pieces in Denver, realistically. He really didn't have the pieces on special teams in Denver. I think he's going to be just fine. Our coach is on fire. Yo, I love this coaching staff right now. Is Johnny Manziel available? Again, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. He can stay in the Canadian League. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lunchable stacking, Capri Sun killing, SC experiences in the building. What up? What up, bro? Tell him, Hammer, if you stay ready, you ain't going to get ready. It's a wrap. I'm telling y'all. Hammer will break someone's ankle. Somebody's going to be shocked. Or if I get a pick six, I might even go to TO route and put a Sharpie in my sock just because. Yo, if I missed anybody in here, I apologize. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. We got 140 in the chat right now. I wish I could find my thing. Pause. 137 watching, 95 likes, y'all. Break them thumbs. Hit that like button. First timers in here, don't let it be a last. Make sure to break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell for all your Raiders news, updates, live streams, and reactions right here in the original house. The only house, Hammers.House. Landry definitely is. So as long as it's not me putting it out, that's all that matters. I'm so confused, Max. I'm so confused. No cap, Casper, I believe the two. That's why I said it. I'm confused. We East Coast Raiders, Hammer, and Honch, Philly, New Jersey, New York. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. New Jersey and New York. You got Wasted and Honcho in Jersey. You got me in New York all day. Y'all know what it is. Landry is a Derek Carr type of receiver. He would definitely be a good fit right now. McGloin, isn't that the net guy? Fuck no. Would you get AB? You guys are enjoying me using my line over and over and over again with some of the names that you mentioned. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. I do not want that head case back here ever again. Fuck that. He can't. The Canadians kicked him out. Oh, shit. Hammer, would you sign Dante Fowler? Who just we talked about that earlier, Ricky. Dude's been on a downward trend. I'm not bringing him here. Hide your Capri Suns, everybody. The Capri Sun killer has arrived. Hey, Eric, you finished your arts and crafts for Oh my God, here we go. It's just like Arnett with his rap career. Stop. Yo, Waller's got a better rap career than the both of them. I don't give a shit. I said it. Hammer, is there any player on our roster who we can trade, not Carr, for picks? Honestly, there's two, but there's really been one that I've mentioned a couple of times. But I think with the changing of the guard in defense, I don't think it's going to happen. I've said Cleve Farrell could be a potential trade draft capital for us. Brian Edwards' productivity, I don't think he's worth that much either. I think we can get some draft picks out of that. Those are two guys that I would put on that radar right now, though. Receiver 1 and receiver 2 is wide open, Landry and Cooks. I really fucking like that combination right now. I think that's definitely something that would be a major upside for this offense. Whoo. I just got home working in the COVID unit, bro. I know what it's like. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. This shit is no joke, y'all. The numbers have gone down tremendously in New York, but that doesn't mean that I still don't continue to protect myself. And even at work, we're mandated to wear those masks at work now. So we've been mandated. Let me get that right. We've been mandated to wear our masks at work. But yeah. Who would win? This is so left field. Who would win, Rey Mysterio or Goldust? Rey Mysterio. Waller can rap and actually still play. That's a fact. Carr had the 27th ranked supporting cast in the NFL. Stormtrooper. Fuck is good, man. Waller, Max, and Foster have a dope song. I can see Dante Howard. Dante Hightower is another linebacker that I've really liked throughout his career. Just because I love my Raiders. Do not get me wrong on that, guys. I love my Raiders. I love doing this. I Love being able to be a Raider content creator. But there are other players that I watch throughout the league that I admire and that I respect. And Hightower is another one of those dudes. He's a really solid linebacker. Hammer, you don't remember our old QB, Andrew? I don't. I don't. In Oregon, it is mandated at my work too. Yeah, just continue to stay safe, man. Yep, Rey Mysterio's all day, 619, booyaka, booyaka. I'm glad fucking Raph isn't in here right now. Look, I caught up to the chat again. Thank God. Christian Kirk or Sky Moore receivers who fit McDaniel's system and mold. Raider Cortez was good. Salute, bro. Christian Kirk, I like as well. Christian Kirk is another one that could come in here and definitely help. Sky Moore is one of those guys that could be a 3rd or 4th round pick. If he's there, then cool. What are we doing? That Lucky, I just said it because I asked about trade pieces, and Klee is one of those dudes that I said potentially before the changing of the guard that he could have been trade capital, but I don't think it's going to happen right now. KJ, what's good, man? Is Chandler Jones a free agent? I don't think so. Is Chandler Jones a free agent?
According to Revenge of the Birds, with Chandler Jones scheduled to be a free agent and Gardeck being only 27 years old, he is a player worth bringing back.
Jones is a free agent. Jones is a free agent. Klee will be another Arden Key if we trade him. Yeah, I've said it before. I think for Klee, a change of scenery may do him well. I do. I've really been on for over an hour. I didn't even realize that. Oh, I didn't even... I wanted to talk about this, but we kind of started talking about all this other stuff. So, this is... What is this? This is just the 1st round pick, so this is not the one I needed. So NFL.com, and I might have to turn the volume down because they like to fuck with me with this shit. So NFL.com already has a mock draft with the first 3 rounds. They have us drafting Jameson Williams in the 1st round. We talked about that earlier with some of these writers and reporters with their mock drafts. So now we're going to go into round 2 and round 3, and I'm going to see what you guys think about this. For the 2nd round, and for us, it is the 53rd overall pick. They have us drafting Travis Jones, the D tackle out of Connecticut, UConn. Let me say it the right way, out of UConn. I'm on board with that. I really big body that could cause a shitload of problems on the interior line. I'm good with that. Let's go to round 3. Let me find it. Where the hell is this shit? Sorry, guys. They have us going the route of an offensive tackle, Nick Patifrere, out of Ohio State. The offensive tackle is a junior out of Ohio State. So what do you guys think about those 3? Wow. Are you fucking serious right now? Fuck out of here. Late to your clan meeting? No more UConn players. Are you... Jones is solid, bro. I'm taking Jones. Snoops, I want Jones here, man. And the 2nd round is the route to go for him. I'm trying to remember when we talked about this before too. When I did my draft earlier, I did not take him. I took Falele, the tackle from Minnesota. But I would, if Jones is there in the 2nd round, I'm going for it. I got him. I already sniped him. Dude was late to his clan meeting. I got him. What up, Dirty? I got him, guys. I want to end up with Winfrey and Jones both. Raider Alex is in here. Big Bro is in here. Fuck. Yeah, only one. We were talking about, you must have just came in. We were talking about him. Fowler has been on he's just gone down. He's gone downward, and I don't see him coming. He's not going to be a fit here. Damn, I trolls to hell. Jordan Davis is another guy that we're high on, and they're projecting him to be our first overall pick. Bro, the UConn players don't work for us. Look, with Jones, he would definitely work for us, and Jones was the only good thing to come out of UConn off of that football team. I know how terrible they are because they play in the same conference that my alma mater USF plays in, so we see them on a yearly basis anyways. Stuart, you got to be kidding me. I really hope that's not there's no way in hell that's Stu. I'm done. I don't think that's Stu. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. I can't. I can't. If that's really him, he's out of his fucking mind. You know what? I'm going to call him right now. Just for that, I'm going to call him. Yes. Put money on it, he doesn't pick up. He's not answering. Rated Gabe, what's good, bro? Go figure. He's not pulling up, so it's all good. Guys, I'm going to wrap up anyways. We've been on an hour and 17 minutes. I just wanted to break down what we have seen so far and what has transpired in regards to these analysts with their mock drafts. So I definitely appreciate you guys coming on in and hanging on out with me. On your way out, break them thumbs if you haven't already. First timers in here, don't let it be your last. Hit them subs. Smash the bell for all your Raiders news, updates, live streams, and reactions right here in the original house, the only house, Hammers.House. As always, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. Win, lose, or tie. Raider Nation till I die. See if we can get this up with no problems today, because we know how much you guys love this.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Running out of time, and he goes down. Thomas, and now a handoff to Gibson, who is buried. Three boxes all over him. Oh, big drop.